Welcome to therapytable.com. I'm Dr. Ehsan Garojadaki, and this is a special segment on a featured organization that we have decided to display on therapytable.com. And this today's featured organization is the healthcare agency, specifically the Community Cares Project. And with me, I have Dr. Fan present, and she's the head of this project and representative of this project in the community. And I have invited her to come in and discuss what this organization is about and the whole project is really doing in the community. So I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for coming. And so first and foremost, what I would really like to introduce to our viewers on Therapy Cable is more information about yourself so they can get to know you a little bit. You're a psychologist.
Right.
And so if you can share with our viewers in terms of your background, education, training, how long you have been with the agency, how come you chose this position, and whatever else you would like to talk about.
All right, I'll just keep it brief.
Sure.
I'm Dr. Nung Fan, and I am a forensic psychologist. I received my doctorate degree at Avoidant International University a few years ago. I've been working at the county and interning there before. I was contracted to work with them for 4 or 5 years. So I've been working on this project, Community Cares Project, for 2 years. We have another year on the project.
That's good. And what else? In terms of the types of services that this particular project offers, why did they come up with that project?
The Community Cares Project is funded by the Mental Health Services Act.
Okay.
And it was designed to assist those who have no resources. They have no insurance, no benefits, such as MSI, Medi-Cal, and they have mild to moderate symptoms of depression, of anxiety, and or depression.
Okay, so mild to moderate symptoms.
Right.
That's one of the criteria.
Yes, because for those who have more severe symptoms, such as having schizophrenia, bipolar, psychosis, they should qualify for the county public service.
Right.
Okay. And so these projects for the innovation program, they were created to assist the people who just fall in the gap and cannot receive service anywhere else.
Right. That's great. I mean, apparently there are a lot of people who do fall in that category.
Yes, yeah. When we get calls frequently from the public who would like to have free service.
Yeah.
So the Community Cares Project is a community collaboration of providers such as you, who have volunteered to do pro bono work for us.
Right.
We ask therapists out there to volunteer their time doing 12 sessions of pro bono therapy for an individual. If they would like to take more, that would be great. So we just ask 12 sessions of free therapy for the individual.
For the individual, okay. So that's something that you could actually invite other therapists to join you, right?
Right.
What would you tell them?
Therapists. We really need therapists. We're always out there recruiting licensed therapists such as MFTs, LCSWs, psychologists, psychiatrists, to even interns who have a supervisor to do pro bono work for individuals out there who really cannot afford therapy. Most of the people who come to our program, they have no job. They have absolutely no income, but and they are in need of mental health service. So if you have the time and you are willing to help us with, or not us, but help the public out there receive service, then call us.
Yes, and we will provide the information to call the specific Community Cares Project and get in touch with them. So for you as therapists, if you're watching, there's a great opportunity to get involved with the healthcare agency and this project, and also we complete those pro bono share that you would like to provide to the public. Now, what I would like to do for in the next segment is actually introduce your coworkers and your team. So if you would like to share with our viewers who this team is, what they do specifically, and how you're actually putting this whole project together. Who is doing what and how is it kind of rolling out?
Okay. I have 2 peer specialists for this project. It's a very small project. And my peer specialists are Amit Khurana and Deborah Horner. They are peer specialists, meaning that they themselves are either consumers of mental health service or their family members are. And so their roles in this project is to pretty much be a supporting network for the clients. For this project specifically, they call therapists to ask them to do pro bono work. They also sit in the evaluations with me and do intakes because they need to, as they're for the practice. And they would call their clients frequently, so maybe once every 2 weeks they would call the clients to see how they are doing with their therapy sessions, to keep track of their session dates, because for this project we do data collection to see if this project does help the clients improve their symptoms. And also the overarching question of this project is, does having peer specialists really help participants?
One of the things that I do is I'm interested in looking for therapists who are willing to do pro bono work, or maybe the therapists have interns who would be willing to get hours from us, and then so helping our participants and then helping themselves get the hours. And also I tell therapists that are interested in knowing a little bit about our project, that it's a way of giving back to the community. That's very important, and one of the things that, as you mentioned, we wear different hats here. We do some evaluations, we talk to people on the phone, see if they qualify, because we have stringent criteria, as Dr. Van mentioned. They have to be having mild to moderate symptoms of depression, anxiety. Now, the people that do not fit that category, we link them to other resources, like low-cost resources. So we don't turn anyone away. We try to help them as much as we can. It's absolutely free, and so for any therapists out there, please come and join us in this project. A little bit about myself. I don't have a degree in this field, but
I have worked, I've taken some classes, and I'm a peer specialist. I took a couple classes at San Diego College and got a certificate to work with people such as the people that we work with. And I also volunteered with a group, and there were kids from 16 to 18 who were being abused by their parents. And I speak Spanish, I speak different languages, and so one of the things was the Spanish-speaking group. And it was a good experience, and after that I got into this innovation project and helped Dr. Fan here get some therapists. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yes, I'm next. My name is Deborah Horner, and I am also a peer specialist with MIT. I do pretty much the same tasks as he does. To give you a little bit about my background, I'm a student working for my MSW, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I basically do the cold calls for therapists, and we're always trying to outreach at public events like fairs and different community events to try and make sure that we're reaching all the people that need the help. So yes, we're looking for therapists, but also if there's any just individuals in the community that happen to see this that are seeking therapy or really need any kind of resources, the county is always a good place to turn, and we're more than happy to help you with whatever you need. So.
Great. Wonderful. So thank you for the explanation, introductions. So, and I liked really what you said in closing, that this channel or the therapy cable is definitely being watched by both therapists or professionals as well as consumers, clients, people who we call consumers, basically consumers of mental health. And our purpose is not only to introduce the organization, which is more or less a governmental agency in Orange County providing this help, which is funded by public funds, but also to really invite you as consumer, if you have thought about therapy or haven't found any affordable sources for therapy, to know that there is help available, there are resources available. There's specifically a project that is in charge of that, and for again a range of ailments and problems that are really treatable in terms of an outpatient setting, and are not too extreme or acute. There's a network of therapists that you can go to. They can refer you to that network of therapists. They're local, and they're actually. I'm going to ask you what are some of the parameters of therapy? How many sessions? Where are these therapists located? And if you can share more.
We asked the therapist to give the participants 12 sessions. Most of our therapists who are licensed, they're located in South County, so towards Newport Beach, Laguna Niguel. The ones who have interns, they're located more in central OC, such as Orange, Costa Mesa. So most of the participants who come to us, they're in the Anaheim area, and if you're willing to travel to see a licensed therapist, that would be great. Otherwise, we have mostly interns around Anaheim. And interns, they're being supervised by their clinical director, so they should be able to help you. And if there's a time where you're not satisfied with your therapist, you can always speak to me or a peer specialist, and we will try to accommodate you.
Wonderful. So basically, as far as affordability and availability is concerned, 12 sessions is a lot. That's called really brief therapy. Mm-hmm. We know that as more or less as a standard. People who have a certain problem, and if you're struggling with something, you can rely on more or less research findings out there that anywhere between 10 to 12 sessions, there is space and opportunity for change. Mm-hmm. And so if there's anything, again, that's why they are limiting the scope of the treatment to mild and moderate problems. So not really acute and very extreme type of levels of problems. But for most healthcare, if you will, or generally in the society, most of the problems are mild to moderate, right? Mm-hmm. And so extreme cases are really, that's what it says, extreme. They're rare to find, and that's a completely different setting. But so for most of the problems that people are dealing with, such as, let's say, depression, mm-hmm. anxiety, relationship problems, maybe struggles that distress that they're going through, such as financial distress or whatnot that is affecting them, they can come to you mm-hmm. and be referred to these places. Some of them are run by, all of them have psychologists or licensed, maybe not psychologists, but licensed professionals. Right. But some of them are also combination of both licensed professionals mm-hmm. and interns mm-hmm. that can help. So there's a lot of staff, there's a lot of opportunity. We will have your information posted on the website so people can get to contact you. But is there any phone number that you want to share right now?
Yes, you can call the main line at 714-517-6100.
Say it again.
Oh, 714-517-6100. And just ask for Community Cares Project, or say that you want therapy. You can just ask for me.
Right, Dr. Fan, that is the name. And again, the phone number and also website. We will publish their website and also location on the website. As you see this video, you can easily glance over the information that is next to the video so you can find that information and contact them. Where is your location is that Anaheim?
Yes.
You are in Anaheim.
Mhm.
Okay. So in terms of geography, the project is located in Anaheim, easy to find. And any other things that you would like to share we haven't talked about, the things that you do in terms of the project? Okay.
Well, there are other projects
Oh,
in
okay.
innovation program, but
All right.
I think it would be best to leave that to the other project leads to discuss that.
Absolutely. Well, so there are more projects, and that's where we are here. Therapy Cable, purpose is to bring this information to the public and make that available so everybody gets to know this information and can use and benefit from it. Wonderful. So thank you again for coming today and talking about your project. It was a pleasure to have you here. And I think we're at the end of the segment.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.